So yesterday I had a bracket give out on the back of my power steering pump. And you see on the corner there where it used to be a round hole, then it broke. So it caused my power steering pump to kick angle at an angle, and then it shredded the serpentine belt. But in the process of shredding the serpentine belt, the belt was slinging, and it picked up my my power wires from my battery to the alternator, and it grabbed them and brought them up into the pulleys. Anyways, long story short, it ended up frying all my wiring from the alternator to the battery, and then a couple of the wires that were in the same wire loom as those wires. So ended up dying on the side of the road. I was able to coast. Luckily, I was exiting the highway at this small town out here in California, and we're able to coast off the road and get the wiring replaced. Then I was able to get the belt back on and just limp it over to AutoZone. The AutoZone didn't have the bracket, so I walked to O'Reilly's. They didn't have the bracket, so I walked even further to Napa. They didn't have the bracket. So I went across the street to an auto repair shop and met the manager. His name was TJ, and super helpful, but they didn't have the bracket and no way of making me a bracket. It was a 1/4 inch metal. You know, it's pretty thick. So anyways, so I ended up buying from AutoZone. I bought a fuel pump block off plate, and I ended up putting it on. As you can see right there, I had to drill some new holes, and I got it to work until I could get like 30 miles away to a metal supply place. Well, TJ says, hey, look, my shop is closed for the weekend, so y'all just camp out here in the parking lot, and that way on Monday morning, unless you can get out there tomorrow to grab the part to make a new bracket, then just camp out. I'm like, oh, that's fantastic. All right, great. So I made it to the metal supply place over here in Palos Robles, California, and they didn't have the aluminum. Well, they did, but it was a 12-foot stick, and what am I going to do with 11-foot 8 inches of it? Well, I don't need that much, but they had this 1/4 inch metal, and I just basically drew it out and made me a bracket. It's not pretty, but it's made of steel, and so now it's not going to it shouldn't give me any problems. But the stick that I had to buy was a I think it was 12 inches, which is a lot better. So I have that left over. Who knows, just in case. I hate to have the extra weight in the car, but that's one of those things that it's better to have that extra weight and not need it than the vice versa. So anyway, so here I am in a parking lot again. Luckily everyone's closed here. Found me a nice shade tree, and I'm getting this bracket put on. And you know, it's actually kind of cool because we didn't plan on stopping. We were gonna take Highway 1 all the way up, but then we thought, you know what? Sequoia National Park is inland 3 hours, and then Yosemite is another 2.5 hours from Sequoia. And I'm like, man, do we really want to see more ocean? It's beautiful, don't get me wrong. Or do we want to go see those big ass trees in Sequoia and go check out Yosemite? Yeah, Terry said she could definitely go to Sequoia. So that's what we were doing, and we weren't going to go any further north. So we were going to miss San Simeon, the Hearst Castle, the giant seals basking on the beach. We were going to miss Pismo Beach, a lot of things. So we ended up breaking down, and TJ, which needs to be a tour guide because he told me everything there was to do everywhere in the area. So we decided, you know what the heck, we're just going to stay in his parking lot this weekend, hopefully get this car working good, and go visit those little places that are within an hour drive from where we're at. And then Monday morning we'll hit the road and go to Sequoia. So that's the plan. So anyways, wanted to give you all an update. Life is but a dream on a 48 state road trip. And you know, it sounds like I'm being facetious on that, but you know, I don't mind these breakdowns, to be honest. This one scared me a little bit with all the wires being burnt and smoking at the battery when I opened the hood. Kind of did get a little unnerving, but Terry told me later she couldn't tell. So, and that's good because I don't want her to worry at all. So anyways, long video. Thanks for watching, and I am going to get back to finishing this bracket, and hopefully everything's going to be great, and we will see you on the road. Peace.